Hey guys, how are you doing? You're watching Night.com Street Gist. Now, the biggest story that's been going viral since probably last week is the story of Evans, the billionaire kidnapper. Almost everybody can assume that he's guilty from his confessions and all the reports we've been seeing in the media. But today I'm out on the street to ask people a question that pertains to his situation, but with a little twist. I want to know what people think. Should the government employ this guy to help them to catch other kidnappers since he's a kingpin? Or should they arraign him in court and then sentence him to probably, a few years in prison or whatever? But instead of sentencing him, should the government employ this guy instead to work with the security operatives to help the government catch other kidnappers? That's the question on the street today. My name is Sean Adetunji. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the show and find out what people have to say about this topic. From a lot of his confessions, it's easy to assume that this guy is definitely guilty.
Yes.
Now, my own question to you is this. Instead of the government arraigning him in court, probably getting judgment of a few years in jail for him, what about if the government decides to employ him instead to help catch other kidnappers?
Well, it's a good idea, but to my own, from my own perspective of view, what he has done to, innocent people, he needs to get his own reward for it, because he has injured a lot of people. Like the man, he collected $1.2 million from him. He shot him. It's just that the grace of God that the man survived it. So it doesn't worth it. We are not, this is Africa. We are not in US or outside the country overseas where they will arrest such people and put him in such training him, give him idea on how to kidnap others. It doesn't work. We have policemen everywhere where they can do, this is their job. So, and policemen are doing their job when they want to do it. So in the spite of giving idea of, giving him training, it doesn't worth it. He should go to jail or get killed for what he has done, because it's not done anywhere.
Okay, but considering the fact that this man has been very exceptional, he made billions from the kidnapping business, and then he has evaded the policemen for years, using surveillance jamming technology and all those things. Don't you think the government and the people generally can benefit from his experience, his knowledge in the business by, helping to catch other kidnappers on the streets and helping the regular people?
Police are working on it. His experience is a bad experience. It doesn't worth emulating. It's a bad experience. So I can't, as far as I'm concerned, I can't encourage your government to keep him and be, giving other people training on how to kidnap, to harass kidnappers. It doesn't worth it. The best is they should sentence him to death, and by hanging, and let the whole Nigerians realize what he did is wrong. Whoever they catch in such way is going to be killed just like that. We have policemen, we have Air Force, we have all type of securities which they can do more than what policemen are even doing. And I am assuring you, when policemen or other security agencies are ready to work, they are working. It's just that unless they are involved, either by connection or the other, they are involved, they will not work. But outside it, policemen are working in this country. We have too many intelligent policemen in service. It's just when they don't ready to work or they are not encouraged by their salaries or whatever. So my advice for government is they should encourage policemen, like what IG did. He promote those 35 policemen that catch Evans, which is very, very encouraging. In fact, I appreciate it on Facebook and I commend him. So this is what we are expecting from the government, not to keep him and train him for what is not necessary. It might come out next few years now. It will come out and boldly will be telling people, I did it and I won it. Government should seize all the property, send their children to school. They should take care of the children and the wife. But him himself should go to jail or he should be killed. That's the best thing.
Yeah, to me, I don't see any reason why the government will send him to death. Why? He have made his mistake. And he have realized that he made a mistake. So to me, what I need government to do, they will have mercy upon him, consider his children. So they will employ him, because I overheard him make a statement that say, if a government leave him, he is going to be born again. Yeah, fine. For me, it's not, I will pray the Nigerian government, it's not the right way to set him to death. To me, our era said that they should have mercy upon him to report him to the community, to the society.
So if the government employs him to help the police to catch other kidnappers, you think that's a good thing?
Yeah, that is a good thing. Because through him, they will have a lot of formation to arrest other kidnappers.
Like how much do you think they should pay him per month?
I can't guess but I know those guys. I can't guess, but I know those guys. They really make a lot of people cry.
If the government employs him, do you think 250K per month is too much?
250K. It's too much.
Like 100K?
Yeah, 100K so that you feel the pain.
That would be ridiculous. For you to say that he should be employed is very ridiculous.
What if he's employed by the government to work with the security operatives to use his...
I disagree with that. There's no point. They must face the law. Because based on the fact that he has committed a lot of atrocities, he should be brought to book.
Considering the fact that he's an exceptional man, I mean, he has been on the run and evading police arrest for years. He has made billions. He has been very successful in his business. Don't you think his knowledge and his experience can be harnessed? Some
use his knowledge in a way that it will benefit Nigeria. He amassed wealth. For who? For himself. Is anybody benefiting from it? No. He amassed billions of naira from kidnapping. How many people are benefiting from him? Himself and the family. I believe if government is to ensure that this type of problem stops in Nigeria, he must face the law.
But if he uses his knowledge to catch other kidnappers for the police, for the government, don't you think that's to the good of society?
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. That is very irrelevant. Let him face the music first. If he's having knowledge of other kidnappers, he should reveal them and they'll be brought to justice too.
No, the government cannot employ a thief. At least we have, before the public domain, Nigeria, so to speak, it's the public domain that is a thief. And beside that, is even regarded as the biggest so far that we have had in this country. So, the whole world is aware that this man has been absconding the police. Police have been looking for him everywhere. So suddenly he appeared. So this man should be, we should allow the law of the land to take care of the case of this man so that it will serve as a deterrent to others. If the government should say, okay, because the public cry, let us do as it were, release it to the public, or better see, as family are crying under the background that we should release, they should be released. So if the government should do that, no person, Nigeria, so to speak, will let it or let's see in the bad notes.
Now let's look at it from another angle. If the government employs him instead as maybe some sort of a consultant, because let's face it, he has been exceptional, right? He has made billions from kidnapping. If he's to use his knowledge and experience in the kidnapping business to start helping the policemen to catch other kidnappers, don't you think that would be a good thing?
No, it's not at all. We have agencies that are trained here and there, within and without, to take care of crimes in societies and to combat crime. So we should not allow a victim that has to do with Evans. We have a lot of Evans everywhere. It's unfortunate that Nigerian we take people materialism to be the utmost in society. We don't care what is the source of this man's incomes and what have you. So we want the government to use Evans as a deterrent to serve a lesson to every person concerned that crime, there's no profit in crime. It's not payable. So every other person will learn from the circumstances in this regard.
How can they employ him for all that he has done? No, it's not possible. It's only God that can intervene in his case. You understand? You know, in the human eyes, he has done wrong. You know, but God is a merciful God. He can decide to show him mercy. So it's only God that can decide to show him mercy and bring him out of this situation. But according to law, he has erred.
Okay, but the guy is very intelligent. He made billions from kidnapping. Clearly, there's something in his head. Instead of just putting him in a cell, don't you think he can maybe consult for the Nigerian police and share some of his knowledge, experience, expertise to help catch other kidnappers?
No, 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 no. We have a high-profile policemen and the force. They are doing their job. They know their job. So it's not him that will come and tell them what, okay, this is what to do and that. No, no, no. It's not him. He doesn't have that. Even though, yes, the expertise that he was using to destroy people's lives is not from God. You understand? So we don't need such. We don't need such at this time.
He should be sentenced?
No, I'm not a government. It's only the government that has to decide on his case. You understand? Just like I told you when I started, that in human eyes, he has erred, he has offended, and he has erred the law of the land. You understand? So it's only God now that can intervene in his case, because God says that however our sin is, even if it is as bad as a charcoal that is ready to wash it to be as whiter than snow. So it's only God that can intervene and forgive him. But he has, he has gone extra mile from what ordinarily somebody that has a human heart would have done.
I think it will be better
to employ him instead of him.
Yes, maybe like in a foreign country, you see when they get that kind of people that have an intelligence, they will not make use of them. Maybe through the force, to be able to be getting information, so that they'll be able to, work well, to be able to, so that those people that are doing those kind of a thing, they'll be using that person to be able to be getting to their roots. Yes.
But don't you think he can somehow find his way and escape if they try to do something like that?
Yes, he can. He can. Because due to his confession, he said when he's being released, that he's going to be born again. But me, I don't believe that. Okay. I don't believe that. Because for him to be doing it smartly for 12 years, that means that he's very intelligent. That means that he's very intelligent. He has something up there that he's using. At least for somebody to be playing that kind of game for a long time like that, that means that he's a smart person.
You don't think he deserves to die and not exist in this society or this world?
Well, I'm not God. I can't pass that judgment to him, but let the law take its course. So the law, they know what is good for him. They know what to do. So they should do what they believe is right.
What if the government decides
to employ him instead, to work with the security operatives?
Okay. Well, like I told you, I've not heard much about the matter because in our compound there's no light and we've been trying to rectify it. So, but what is there is that if there happens to be a kidnapper, and I don't know how grievous the case is or how serious it is because I've not heard much about it. But all the same, being a kidnapper and the government detect it, and in actual sense, he has to be sentenced. Are you hearing me? But even if he's not sentenced, and if they find value in him, are you hearing me? Because it depends on the kind of, person he is, and they just feel that, well, let's help this person out of this problem so that he will not perpetuate in that kind of act again. So they could employ him, maybe, but the fact remains that detecting that that was his act, they could fine him. But at the long run, they could also do something to help him out of that situation.
So you don't think he deserves to die?
A kidnapper. But what was the?
He made billions from kidnapping. Billions.
Kidnapping, and did he kill any person?
Now we don't know for sure. He said he had not.
Okay. Well, he has been making money and he didn't kill anybody. Well. It's like he's using his senses to make money, but at the same time, he's making it at the detriment of the masses. So it's like exploiting the masses and trying to use. But all the same, I would say they go. I mean, the government can take advantage of him, maybe put him in a better state whereby he can also be useful to the government. Are you hearing me? So. In that case, the fact remains that if he has been killing or do everything, that would have been a serious something of which I would say the best thing is for him to die. But for the fact that he has not been doing that, so the only thing is just to, we are all human beings. Just understand the situation and put yourself in the shoe. So it can be involved in other departments of the government, whereby the government, I mean, it would be of advantage to the government, not, I mean, you understand? So that's all my own contribution to this matter.
I think he's scared now. I think he's scared now. If they can employ him, are you sure he's not going to go back?
They will monitor him, definitely. They watch him. The government just employ him maybe to work with the police. You think that's a good idea?
It won't work.
Why? Why do you?
Nobody's going to work with him again. Forget it. They will know that he's working for government.
Yes, but he can still help provide information to catch.
Like, he has said everything. I don't think there is any other thing he's going to say that he will work. The only thing, I pity the children, but then the guy has really, the trauma he has put other people into. Actually, I wanted to ask the people that he gave him $1 million. Where did they get the money from? No, I'm asking, where did they get that money from?
They're probably working.
Which work? Which work now? They should probe those people too. Where did they get the money? The business. Naturu. I beg my brother. I think the guy, maybe he can work for the government, but I'm not really sure.
What should be done to him?
What?
What should be done to him then?
Yeah, they should not kill him. He needs to suffer it. Yeah, he has to pass through what other way going through when he kidnapped them. He needs to, yeah. When I saw him yesterday, I read about him yesterday night. I read some other things about him and the children, when the children were crying, and the wife really disappointed me. She's not supposed to tell them that he doesn't know the type of work the husband is doing. No, that's not good enough.
Employ him? No, the law must take its course. Normally, they have to follow the law approaches. They have to take him to the court must take their course, and then after that, what comes?
All right, but considering the fact that he's an expert in kidnapping, he knows people in that circle, don't you think the security operatives can benefit from his knowledge, his expertise? Maybe he should start consulting for the police.
That could be more dangerous, bro. That could be very much dangerous to this country. Somebody like that, his mind is completely still. You've been doing this kind of a thing. This is a dirty business. It's something crazy. I don't know. But it's not something that is advisable for anybody to. Somebody like that should be jailed or killed or something. You don't need someone like that in the society. I'm sorry.
But if he helps catch other people, don't you think that's a good thing?
Help catch other people?
Yes, other kidnappers.
What are you talking about? Their minds are sealed.
They can't be rehabilitated.
Oh my God. Somebody like that, they call him billionaire kidnappers. Don't you know? They are stinkingly rich in that kind of a business. They are not safe, boy. You need to run away from them. And that kind of a person don't need to live in the society.
After helping the government to catch the other people he knows that are into the kidnapping thing, they should kill him away after all the whole thing. There's no point living him alive.
Even if he helps the police?
Yes.
Why do you feel that way? Don't you think that's too harsh?
No. Somebody like that doesn't need to exist in this life because he's so cruel. He has spoiled a lot of people's life. Yeah, I'm sure in the process of him kidnapping, he has also killed. So, and I think Nigeria's constitution, a murderer should be also be murdered. So,
what for the sake of his 5 children, he has 5 children.
Yeah, I don't know. They should go to hell. I don't know.
It depends how the government wants. This is the regime of Buhari is in charge of corruption. He wants to do away with corruption. So if government would decide to do the otherwise, it is left for them. But justice must take its course. Because it caused a lot of havoc. So many people went through hell. Money and every other thing, some lost their lives. And the law says he that does evil has to face the consequence.
So you don't think it's a good idea if the government tries to use his expertise and knowledge?
If it pleases the government to temper justice with mercy, no problem. If it pleases the government, but if the government will want the law to take its course.
To you, don't you think it's a great idea?
It is, but it lives in the hands of the government.
So if the government was to employ this guy, how much do you think they'll probably pay him per month? You think like 100K will be fine?
Already is rich. Already is rich. So they don't even need to pay him too much money because he's rich. They can even use part of his money to philanthropy, help the less privileged because he's rich.
Yeah, basically, to my understanding, when you talk about the government to assist holding him or him helping to get more other kidnappers, we are living in a society where there is no law, there's no justice. Our system needs to be implemented. Our constitution needs to be amended. You medias have no license to prosecute anyone because you guys are not giving us the full information about the life, what's going on in the country. Either the police are doing their job properly, they're not doing their job properly. They have no life. They don't even give them the power to do their job properly. Like today, like last time they met me, I was saying my mission on the television to them too. Nigerian police are the people guiding these criminals because nobody have gone to jail before. Our constitution does not send them to jail. None of these men have gone to jail. The Nigerian police will be guiding the minister. They are all criminals. Governors, they are all criminals. These are people that loot this money. So who is judging who and who is prosecuting who? Are you understand where I'm coming from now? So basically, you can't just say that you putting that guy somewhere or whatever. He have committed a crime. He have committed a crime. In Western world, if you happen to be in another country, Nigeria should have their penalty. If such crime, if he decides to be hanged to kill him, they should kill him off. Such person have to be an example to other ones to learn. They have to kill him. They should try him to kill him. That's all.
Thank you very
much. Man.
Thank you very much. They have to kill him. Well, I don't know if the police, if the government is going to kill him. I don't know what the judgment is going to be when he's sentenced to court. But you've had the opinion of people on the street. Some people said, yeah, it's a great idea. If this guy is able to help get some other kidnappers off the street, thumbs up to him. That's a good thing. Anyways, that's it. It's a wrap for us on the street today. Thank you very much for joining us on Night.com Street Gist. My name remains Sean Adetunji. Big shout out to the man behind the camera, Gift OK. Till we come again next time, ensure you have a great day and do stay out of trouble.